Okay, this video is about predicting acid-base neutralization reactions, okay? And that's basically what an acid-base reaction is it's just a neutralization reaction. Now these reactions are kind of easy because you've sort of seen them before. They look just like double replacement reactions, and here's the thing, you always make the same thing, okay? So, with that being said, you're always going to make water and a salt. Okay, and you have to remember that a salt is a cation and an anion, not just NaCl. Okay, so let's look at a couple of examples. These are pretty straightforward. So if we mix HCl and sodium hydroxide, you need to realize that you're going to do outside, inside. So what you see here is you're making NaCl, which is sodium chloride, and then you have OH plus H, which is H2O. So you're making H2O and NaCl. And then just like before, we have to balance, okay? And luckily, everybody's a 1 ratio, so we're already balanced, okay? And that's pretty much it for neutralization reactions. And we're going to talk about where we use these neutralization reactions when we talk about titrations. But let's look at one more example. The next example is sulfuric acid and potassium hydroxide. So again, we're going to go outside, inside, okay? Now, this one's a little bit more trickier because we have things that don't have charges that cancel. So you have potassium, which has a +1 charge. You have sulfate, which is a -2 charge. Charges don't cancel, so you have to crisscross. So you have K2SO4, and then that's your salt. So then you're making water as well. And then so since this doesn't balance, you have to balance it out. Now, if you remember, what did I say about balancing? Always balance the things that show up the most. Oxygen shows up in all 4 places. So let's balance oxygen last. Let's start with, and then hydrogen shows up 3 places. So let's just start with sulfur. Sulfur is balanced, potassium is not. So I'm going to put a 2 here. And now I'm going to do hydrogen. So I have 2 here, 2 here, so that's 4. So I have to put a 2 here for 4, which then gives me 4 oxygens here, 2 here, so 4 plus 2 is 6. Let's see if I have 6 over here. 2 here, 4 here, 6, so I'm balanced, okay? And that's pretty much it for neutralization reactions. The next video we'll talk about how we use these to titrate to tell us different pHs. Thanks.